Well, welcome back everybody. Snakebee here at doing a little bit of Factorio today. Did a little wandering around while we were offline and found a little bit of oil right down in this area right here. Yeah, and while I was offline, after I drug some power poles down here, um, built some radars so we can have some radar coverage. Let's go ahead and start the radar here. I think if I type in radar and hover over it, yep, there they are. So I've got 5 radars. Let's just see if we can put a couple of these down and start actually seeing what's in here whenever we're not real close. I also did a little bit of handcrafting a second ago. Did a little searching for refineries and all those fun things. We'll go into that here in a little more detail in just a second. But what I want to do is go ahead and get these radars put down so we have a little bit of coverage. So if I'm looking later at the build here, I've got it covered. Here we go. We'll just put one. Maybe if I put it right here. Yeah, there we go. And so now I have radar coverage of my entire base. And I'll go ahead and put some radar down here whenever we get to that point. What I think I'm going to do, just to put a little plan here for you, is I'm going to go ahead and put pumps on all of this oil. Both sets of oil here, we're going to go ahead and bring those over to the middle and bring them up on this side of the lake here. When we get to here, we're going to go ahead and do our cracking and our refining right down through here. Got a lot of good oil here, or water for our oil, and then also it goes right onto our bus. We can go ahead and just pop over here, run our lines up, and then again we can continue on just expanding to the north here for our chemical science and run through that. While I was offline, I went ahead and queued up a bit more of the sciences here, and you'll notice that I've got all of the 2s knocked out. Reds and greens are all gone, and now we're getting into really starting to work on our combat and energy. I'm probably going to, we'll see about this. I'll probably get some things like personal robots lined up, worker robot speed. Haven't really started working on robots, advanced oil processing, research that. Now some of these things you'll notice are actually blue, so don't want to do those. I'm looking for only the military, and I don't have a lot of military that I really need to do because I'm not fighting biters on this walkthrough. That'll be for season 2. I'm going to go ahead and play on those in season 2. Yeah, so built the military. I may run through that here in a little bit, but I was also noticing that I had a little bit of a production slowdown. My greens were actually not backed up anymore, so I came over here and added a few more assembler machines out here, another 4 to get them out here, and it looks like they're going just fine. I also upgraded those from assembly machines 1 to assembly machine 2. Again, don't need to put any new anything else on there. The inserters are going just fine, so we'll go ahead and walk on that. Alright, so let's go walk down and get our oil pumps going. Yeah, I need to build some armor and do all that sort of fun stuff, but we'll just go ahead and work with what we're doing here. I know some of the guys will go ahead and put a command out there to make it walk faster, like Catherine Sky, but she's already had all the achievements. That's a cheat, so when you put a cheat in, you actually lose the ability to get your achievements, and I do want to go through and get those achievements. This episode, I'm probably going to be focusing just on getting the oil, bringing the oil to the centralized location, and working off of that. If you'll notice, I've got some trees here. People have said that biters are the bane of existence. It's actually trees. As you walk through, you'll notice that the trees are all causing issues. Now, here's where, if I find my pump jacks, when you have a pump jack in your hand, you can actually see where these oil spots are. I'm just going to go ahead and place these down as we go through here. And I want to go ahead and get some of these pulled together. What am I doing here? Alright, so everything's going to kind of move over to the to the center here. We'll just start with that. Takes a little bit of concentration to get here, but we'll see if I can get these laid out appropriately. Undergrounds. I do have night vision being researched, so hopefully that will clear things up a little bit in a minute. Go ahead and we'll just put straight pipe here. Matter of fact, I'm just going to straight pipe the whole thing here. There we go. And then one more of these. And now we just need to put some power. There we go. I'm still using these small poles because I have them, and I'm just trying to use them up. So let's see how we do here. We're pumping. Everybody's pumping. Everybody's got some oil going around. And I'm going to go ahead and just drag this up here. And let's look at the map and zoom out. If I go straight up here, I'm going to run into the lake, so I need to move over to probably here-ish to come up. I do have some regular pumps that I'm going to be putting in occasionally through here, so I think I'm going to run down the this line here, and we'll just see if I can do something like this. Yep, trees are going to be the bane of this build here. How far out do I need to go? Probably another Now let's start writing up here. There we go. There. And we'll start. God, these are annoying. Alright, I'm far enough here to be able to drag this over to this one. I'm just going to walk in a straight line here to mark out. Hopefully I'm walking in a straight line. And looky there, we are good to go. Put that out there so I really know where it is. Alright, pump jacks again. We're going to go ahead and try to put each and every one of these down in such a way that I can bring them over to a central location. And go from there. So let me zoom out. Perfect. Alright. So the central location here, well, let me do this. Get a radar put down here. I may put a radar down over here as well. Probably need to get that done. I've meant to do that. That's why I had it in my inventory. But of course, you get to recording and you completely zone out. That worked out better than I expected. As a matter of fact, it worked out a little too good because I want that to be here, I believe. That way I can do that, that. We'll just drag this over. All right. Boom, boom. Here's that one. Can I do that? I can, but I also need to do this to get those flowing. Oh. There's that one. There's these two. There we go. We can just bring this one right down here. If I add one of those like that, I can also add that, and looky there, I wasn't connected. That, and then I'll just do straight pipes here. All right, power. See if we can get everything powered up here. And is everything powered up? Everything except this up here, and I also need to do that and do that, and finally get power there. Alright, let's see how we're going here. I don't need that or that. I got fluid going through here, through here. So this one comes in, connects up there, goes up that way. This one connects up here, goes up that way. This one just connects straight through, goes right there. That one connects up to that line. These two here connect up over this way, this way. This one connects straight to there. This one connects up through here, as well as that one into there, and this one goes into there. Looks like I have them all connected. Imagine. Wow. Tougher than I thought it would be. Alright. So let's just walk this way. One of the joys of working with oil is getting the oil from point A to point B. Now, like I mentioned here a little bit ago, I do have some pumps, and I will be putting some pumps in in the mix here in just a second. But I wanted to go ahead and just get this going before I do put those pumps. Pumps do take power. So I think what I'll do is I got to come down here and put my radar in right here. The regular pumps are doing a pretty good job of pumping. When I come up here and turn north, I think what I'll do is I'll put a little pump in here. So there's the pump. Let's go ahead and clear that. Go away. Why won't you go away? There we go. Alright. Now I can put my pumps down here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pump here, adjust that underground to do that, put that power right there, and so now I've got pumping action going north. When I come up here, I'm also going to put a pump, let's just say here, to make sure everything goes this way, and we'll put a pump there. So boom, boom. Got to go ahead and connect this up again. And I need to drag power. Again, if you click and hold while you do this, power will just follow with you. So there we go. Those should have power. So my pumps are pumping through there. Do I need to? The reason I put this pump here is really work as a backflow preventer. So if any fluid comes up to here and wants to go that way, it won't. It's got a pump pumping it this way. I've got another pump going this way. So let's just continue walking our lines, chopping trees as we go. Hopefully I put this in the right place. I'm going to come back and put a couple more pumps in here once I get everything brought up here. And we may call it a day at that point. I don't think I'm going to have time to spend figuring out how to put in the refineries and everything. As a matter of fact, I may want to go in and actually we're coming up close here. I may want to go in and watch some tutorials on that. Just really don't know the proper spacing of that. So let's see here. I believe if I look down through here, I'm on the north side of my pond here. Yep, we're clear of the lake. We have good water coming up here. Matter of fact, I might have went one too far. Okay, so if y'all want to sign out now, that might be fun. I'm going to walk down here and actually drag a power line up and do some strategic pump placing to make sure that I have a good flow through this long line. So if you are going to jump off, thanks for staying. Thanks for leaving me a like. But otherwise, have a great day. All right, for those of you that stayed, thanks for staying while I walk a little bit here. Again, I think this is going to be the most exciting content. Not that placing power lines and pumps are exciting or anything, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do here. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 big power poles. Let's go ahead and put a pump here. Put our underground back in. And that pump is pumping. Alright. So I'll go ahead and see if I can do another 5 here. 2. Yeah, that's what I thought. 3. 4. And 5. I am going to need to have a small power pole right there because it's just a little bit too far. And there we go. Alright, so that'll take me right to here, so I should have good pressure, good pumping. Alright, this is it for good. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, so thanks everybody for sticking with me while I set those pumps in. And leave a like if you like the content. So go consider subscribing, and you know, look forward to talking to you the next time. Alright guys, have a good day. Bye-bye.